Hello and welcome back to the PC Gamer Weekender livestream. I'm Zoe and I'm here with Julian. He's going to talk to me about Phoenix Point. So, Phoenix Point, tell me a bit about the game.
Well, Phoenix Point is a tactical and strategy game in the XCOM style, and what we're showing here today is an example of a tactical battle, which
Amazing.
is a turn-based tactics. Anybody who's familiar with the original XCOM games or new XCOM games will know exactly what we're going to be at. We're going to be fighting aliens as well.
Amazing. Of course. Let's get stuck into it, shall we?
Right, so I've got a four-man squad here. They're re-entering a base over here, which has been already attacked by aliens and infested.
Not good.
So, yeah, and it's looking pretty dismal already. So I need to advance cautiously. Here's my heavy gunner. I'll bring him up here. Undercover. Advancing undercover is always advisable.
Definitely.
So I'm advancing within the blue line. It means I can still use my gun, and I've spotted a Crabman over there. So I can take a pot shot already, which I'll do. It's standing a good chance to do some injury, but let's see. It's hitting his cover. He is hit. He is complaining a little bit.
He took some damage.
He
That's
did.
good.
He did. So I'll bring up. This is my sniper guy. He's much more reliable, but he can't move so far and shoot. I should, if I take a pot shot here.
Oh, but his gun is a
it's
lot more
indicating-
powerful.
Yes, it is. But what I can do with the sniper is I can actually zoom in and target a specific point, so I can decide I want to disable his pincer arms. Let's try that.
Nicely
But
done.
actually, it was enough to dispatch him. So I feel safe. I'm going to advance this guy a little bit more. It's my heavy infantry. I'll advance the sniper here. Not sniper, this is the assault guy. So I'll put him in Overwatch. Overwatch is a very important concept in the game, so anything that comes within his field of view will be shot during the enemy turn. So I'm just going to set the Overwatch here. I'm going to end the turn now. So now it's the enemy turn. The AI is thinking. Aliens are moving. I might not see them unless they're in a clear line of sight with one of my soldiers. So here comes, just over the side, is another Crabman. He's deploying a shield.
Doesn't want to get shot.
No, so these are melee type units, so they're deploying a shield. So if I try to shoot him directly here, he's got a shield to me. However, this is the heavy infantry guys with a very powerful gun. Let's see if you can do something useful. No, not much.
Ouch. Not
So
really
it's basically
ouch.
hit his shield. What I'm going to do is bring an assault guy and try and get really close. It sounds absolutely crazy, but
Take a risk.
I'm taking a risk. Okay, that's giving me a much better indicator that I'm going to do something useful. The Crabman's bleeding, you can see that over there. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to use this special action, which uses my will points, called Assault Dash. Gives me some extra movement. I'm going to use it to actually retreat back here.
Very
So
wise.
this is what the assault guys can do. They can deploy rapidly and they can then move back if they need to. Or bring us back here. See if we can do a similar thing. He's not got such a good angle, but it might work. Oh! So he's hanging on with one health point, but because he's bleeding, he's not going to survive. So I'm not worried about this guy. I'm just going to run past him recklessly into the base, see what we can see.
He won't be there for much longer, so that's completely fine.
It is, yeah. I'm going to advance this one. I feel safe. I can set the sniper on Overwatch. That's a good idea. At least have one person on watch. So the Crabman's died
Poor
of his
him.
injuries.
Moment of silence.
No, a few seconds silence because we've got the next one. So the sniper took an Overwatch shot, a very long one against, and he's taking return fire from the assault. So the assaults can do return fire. So anytime an enemy attacks, they will do a return fire like speed burst shot. So we've got a Crabman down here who has deployed his shield. But what I'm going to do, again, do something, get it right up close and personal. Take a shot to his fleshy side.
Hopefully
right.
hurt a lot more.
It did hurt. He's bleeding. I'm going to shoot this guy back up to here.
So it says torso disabled. What does that mean exactly?
So it's not quite the right text. What it means is the torso seriously injured, which has generated some bleeding in the character. So although he's potentially still dangerous, eventually he will die of his wounds. Unfortunately, I can't rely on that right this minute, so I'm going to take another shot. See if I can dispatch him. This will almost certainly finish him off. There we go.
Another one down.
Another one bites the dust.
Exactly.
Exactly, so it's going well so far. However, this is the easy stage, so I'm going to advance more cautiously into the base here. Advancing undercover still. I'm going to bring my sniper, I'm going to risk it a little bit and try and also bringing up right under this cover here. Try and get all my men in the base. Okay.
New Jericho, that's the location, I assume?
This is actually the name of the faction that I'm playing.
Okay.
And they're called New Jericho, and they are a militaristic faction, one of the 3 main factions in the game. It's not the one that the player usually plays, but for this mission we are showing off some of the things that this faction has. Crossing my heavy. So there's an enemy all the way over there. It's a long way away. I'm not worried about that one. I can try. These little lines here show me that I've got a shot. Not from there. So here, I've got a shot. There's another one spotted. So I've actually got 3 of them spotted, which is really quite remarkable. Let's just check that one over there. Shoot. And there. So I'm going to go for this one. He's right through in the middle of that building now. That was moderately successful. I'm not complaining.
Took some damage, that's a good thing, surely.
Yeah, so I'm going to try and get a bit of extra cover around this tall bit of crates here. I'm going to leave him there. I'm going to try and bring the other assault guy around this side to do a bit of flanking. Here's a good piece of cover. This time I'll set Overwatch.
So earlier on we saw that the alien enemies were using their shield like as a defensive measure. Do they change depending on what kind of different tactics you use?
Yes. So there's actually 2 types of crabmen in this mission. There's the ones with the shields, which are melee ones. There's also gunners, which are equipped with a gun and a grenade launcher. So all over there are the same species. They're radically differently equipped. There's actually one over there in the hangar.
That is
He's actually seriously injured.
not going to last much longer.
He's not going to last another turn. I'm doing extraordinarily well so far.
That's good. Don't say otherwise you'll jinx it.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch. So I'm taking some fire, but not any damage. The crabmen are not very good shots. So I can... I'm just trying to think a little bit where's the best place to shoot from. I can shoot from there, but there's not much cover. Can't shoot from there. I want to try and taste it a little bit better, so I'm going to get a bit closer. Operating under cover. One clear target got. I'm going to set Overwatch instead. This one, we know there's an enemy somewhere over here. Wherever he is hiding. I'm going to advance to here and set Overwatch again.
Is there any kind of ability you can learn later on that will let you kind of detect aliens that are hidden elsewhere?
Oh yes, there's all kinds of equipment you can use to detect aliens behind cover. These are very basically equipped at the moment, these soldiers, and I'm using some of their basic... I'll demonstrate some of the more advanced abilities in a minute.
Awesome.
If I can get into a better position. I'm just trying to cautiously advance using Overwatch. Using Overwatch does consume will points, so every soldier has will points which are used for art, so my Overwatch was very successful there. Great.
So their will points are used for the
They're used for
actions.
special actions which are mentally or physically stressful. So I'm taking, there's actually a crabman on the roof of this building. Oh, there's a bit of building destruction going on here.
Can anything be destroyed?
Almost anything, yes. Almost anything.
And does that permanently change the terrain that you're fighting on?
It does indeed.
Amazing.
So, so my heavy infantry guy has got a rocket pack he can use to do a rocket jump.
Wow, he can go far.
You can go very far with this. Launch right next to this crabman on top of the roof here. I'm not very scared of him because he's so heavily armoured, and his gun is not very useful against it. So I'm sort of, in this case, I'm flanked on both sides, which is not very good. going to try and advance and cover that way. I've got 3 enemies I can take. I can try, there's that one on the roof, but it's too far away. This one hiding over there. Let's just check. Should we go for that one? Ooh. Okay.
Decision time.
Yeah, I know. I'll take this one.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like there's 2 of them in the same place.
Oh.
Wow.
I was going to say just like a massive alien, but if it's 2, can't decide which one is better.
Go around this way and go into the building. I'm not going to take that one, it's too close. I'm going to take this one here. Okay, that's about it for me. I'll duck back into cover there. Leave this one here. Now my sniper, might be good to try and shoot the one on the rooftop there. I know it's a long distance, but it's a very accurate one. Okay, got him.
Nicely done.
Yeah, that's good.
So also when you do really good shots like that, you get some willpower back.
Yeah.
Extra bit of motivation.
That's right. Now we have a big problem.
That?
This is a very, very large monster.
That's icky.
Yes, indeed. Very large monster, and it's going to be very difficult to deal with. I'm taking a lot of fire from these guys.
So is that a boss monster, or is it just a bigger version of the crab?
It is a boss monster. They are very rare, but when they show up, you're in deep, deep trouble.
Uh-oh. So that was random for this match, that wasn't...
It's fixed for this particular mission, but in the game, they will show up depending on whether there's a sort of hive or nest nearby. They have persistent characters in the game as well.
Cool. They want to protect what's theirs, obviously.
They do, yes. And they're essentially like a leader type character, boss type character. She comes.
Grim, destroying everything as she goes.
Yes, she is capable of destroying almost everything, which means you can't really hide in the buildings.
Can you hide behind the rubble that the buildings create if she destroys them?
No, it really
run.
is very, very difficult to hide from the Queen. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to try and launch a rocket. So the heavy infantry is equipped with a long-range rocket. Let's see if I can reach. Not quite in range.
Almost.
No. Okay, in that case, I will just go back to my machine gun. I will stay there for the moment.
Will that damage any of your bodies if they're nearby? Will the rocket damage them too?
It can, yes, it can, and that's not a good thing. So a couple of tremor here. Almost 3 in a row. I have to deal with these carefully, actually. Let's go for this one. Now again, I'm doing something which would normally be very risky, but because I can move after firing of these guys, that's good. So now I'll use my assault dash, spending some willpower, it's strenuous. I'll try and get back into hiding somewhere, maybe, okay, go as far as I can actually, run away as fast as possible.
We definitely don't want to be out in the open, so that's a good thing.
I will bring them back. There's one in the control room here. This is actually quite dangerous. I'm in serious danger. I'll set Overwatch. And the Queen is here. Now, one thing I can do, actually, no, what I'll try and do is get up into the tower.
So what's the best tactic for taking on a massive enemy like that? Rockets or?
In this particular case, you need to start with explosives like grenades and rockets to weaken the armour, and then you need to use some heavy firepower like the machine gun to finish her off.
Oh.
It's not straightforward. He's jumping down here. Okay.
Just come and say hello.
Oh dear. She's going to attack me. Yes, he is. Oh dear, that's nasty.
So does she have any kind of buffing abilities for the other? Oh my gosh, she destroyed everything.
She just destroyed the whole tower. Oh, and she hit my sniper.
So yeah, can she buff any of the other of her minions around? Or
not in this particular mission, but the aliens are sort of procedurally generated. They evolve, they adapt over time, and they have many different sort of functions that they can create, including buffing other minions, like you said, enraging them.
Good for them, not so good for you.
I'll switch to the rocket. My sniper, I think, is a goner.
Oh, he's got to take one for the team.
Actually, what I could do is I could try and can't really run away. No. Well, I could try and heal myself, so I do have a medikit, so I'll try and get around this side. Try and do at least a little bit of healing. So he's restored some of his hit points.
Might be able to survive a rocket blast.
Now I'm going to put he's fortunately not in the rocket blast radius now, so that's good. So I'm going to try and put the rocket right down here. There we go.
That hurt.
It did here, and it's also done a lot of damage to her armour, which is good.
So are there specific body parts that you should aim for when you go for bosses?
Yeah, it depends on the boss. In this particular case, you can go for the pincers to disable her close combat attack, or the head to actually, which is because it's much more weakly armoured. It's a weak point, but it's obviously very dangerous to go in front of the monster.
Yeah, maybe not.
Well, the biggest problem I've got here is that I've got lots of crabmen. I'm surrounded, literally surrounded, and he's heavily injured.
So if you were to attack, say, the abdomen of the boss creature, would that change its attack pattern in any way? Would it have a new attack, or would it like spawn something new?
Not in this case, no. Oh my goodness me, I'm going to have to use a grenade. I'm not sure it's going to do much good. If I put it here, I might be able to get two of them. There's one in the building here. Just put it maybe about there. And it's taken out a big chunk of the wall, and it has injured the one inside, so that was actually quite good. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to do something very similar here. I'm going to switch to the grenade, maybe move about here, and I'll see if I can place it so that it takes both of them. Maybe, oh, it's a very difficult position, this one. Let's go for it here. Okay. Oh, right, okay, didn't get that one, but he got that one.
Almost.
Yeah, not such a good shot. Now, I'm just going to end my turn. Cameron's died of bleeding. He's still alive, unfortunately. He's probably going to kill my guy.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
On
he's
that
dead.
point, we might have to end it. I'm so sorry.
No problem.
But yeah, but I mean, we got, oh no.
I'm
That's a
losing
nice
anyway.
place to end it, that's fine.
I'm
On
losing
the
badly.
shot of someone dying really badly.
So that's how not to play Phoenix Point.
Oh, perfect. That's exactly what people want to see. Great. Thank you so much for watching. That's it for the PC Gamer Weekender live stream for this year, but make sure to join us next year to see exactly what's in action here.